My bad. We had a power failure this morning, so we are, you know, I can't even say that we're late because I couldn't get on. We had no power till an hour ago, not even. So here, let's just get things going. Hopefully, people are still here, even though I'm really late. We'll go with it. We'll go with the flow. Whoever's here, maybe we'll have a different audience today. That's okay. Hello, Devilish. Hello. As I said, power failure is over. We're back on track. Way behind schedule, but what can you do? What can you do? Right? This isn't our normal stream time at all, but rather be late than never, right? Have you watched One Piece multiple times? So yeah, sorry about being much later than usual. I know we normally stream like 4 hours ago, but we just got our power back. As soon as I saw the Discord message, that's the reason to join the Discord, so you see when I'm going live. Ninja Scroll, haven't seen it. But I did see the new episode of Campfire Cooking came out, so I will watch that after the stream. I just didn't want to watch that before the stream because then I would be hungry and then I'd have to take more time to eat. And One Piece, yes, I like One Piece. I will catch up on that later. Haven't watched much anime in the last day or two, so forgive me if I'm a little bit behind on stuff. That means I love these lives. I mean, I appreciate that people like the lives. We mostly just hang out and talk, but if people love it, then, we do it every day. We're here every day. I was actually starting to wonder if I was going to be able to go live today. Have I watched Six Piece? Sure. Which straw has the most underrated? I actually think underrated and overrated are silly concepts. Okay. When comparing subjective subjects, what's good, what's bad, I think it's a waste of time. Because if something is really popular and you don't like it, who cares? If a show is not popular but you really like it, who cares? So, to me, underrated, overrated, not really important. KFC anime, what? How you doing, Green and Slen and Khatib? Knock on my door, no one's there. Okay, I'm sure you're fine. Six Piece is your favorite fried chicken. I mean, I don't really like KFC. I've had it once. How you doing, Vox? If I'm gonna go out for food, which I actually will tonight because we lost power. I don't have any meat defrosted for tonight's dinner, so I'm just gonna order something. You seem kind of energetic. No, I'm just trying to be more expressive. Your biggest anime hot take? Here's the thing. I don't really have that many hot takes. Maybe that Shanks is gonna die. Did you watch the greatest of all time, One Piece? Yes, I've seen One Piece several times. AOT is the best. I'm gonna disagree with you about AOT, but you're allowed to love it if that's how you feel. Ace of Diamond new season. I did hear that we're getting a new season. I'm looking forward to that. Did I know there's a Chopper Tamagotchi? No, but that's cool. When you focus on your goal, you get married many. Okay. AOT being number one is a fact. Okay, so I'm not dealing with you. I'm not dealing with you. Sorry, I'm tired of dealing with it. If you can't deal with, you're allowed to have your favorites. There is no objective number one. I'm not dealing with you. Your biggest anime hot take that people probably won't agree with. I already answered that. I don't really have that many hot takes. Your biggest anime hot. I already answered that. Ooga booga booga. Okay, cool. How you doing, boys? When you focus on the goal, did you know there's a Chopper Tamagotchi? Pete Davidson, how you doing? We're doing pretty good, but I'm not Pete Davidson. I thought he was... Who said I was gay? I never said I was gay. Anime recommendations, what are you into? What's my favorite food? Everything. If you're asking for recommendations, tell me about what kind of anime you're looking to get into. Initial D? I still have to get into Initial D. No. So there's a difference between favorite show and best written. You can argue as to why a show is well done. There is no objectively best written show. No one will agree with this. Give up. Vanessa, how you? Oh, action. You want an action series? Okay, I assume you mean like fighting action. So I'm going to go with a few classics: Blue Exorcist, Zatch Bell, Full Metal Alchemist, and World Trigger. Sir, if I take a power pill and run. Okay, are you from India? Well, that's cool. Vlogs. Please say I don't know how to say that word. How you doing, Harry Potter? High School DxD. Sorry, not a fan of DxD. Where do I live? Canada. What about horror movies? I mean, I don't really watch horror movies. I'm not against horror movies. I just don't really watch them. Who did I vote for? I'm not American, so if you're asking like Trump or Kamala, I didn't vote for that. Is 7 mortal sins a good? You mean 7 deadly? Oh, sorry, accidentally turned my mic off there. You mean 7 deadly sins? Then it's decent. It's enjoyable, but it has problems. How you doing, Ethan? We're doing pretty good. Do you consider yourself a weeb? Not in the like insulting way. Like I'm not weird. Like I'm not like I enjoy anime. I'm mid 100 episodes and it's really becoming boring. For what? Whatever you do not watch Nukitashi. I have no idea what it is. So I am okay. There's weird and then there's uncomfortable weird. Like I'm not that bad. Are you German? You kind of have an accent. No, I'm not actually German. I might have like a tiny speck somewhere, but not really. Who did I vote? Again, I'm not American. I'm mid 100 episode. Okay, again, a boring in Bleach. Okay, so Bleach. The thing is, I forgot what 100 episodes, what arc you're in Bleach at that point, because there are points in Bleach where they are a bit slower. There are certain arcs in Bleach where it is a bit slower, and that's okay. If you get tired of the anime, you could try the manga or you can move on. It's the Bound arc. Okay, I understand then. I understand. Just talk normally. I am talking normally. Canadians don't vote. I mean, I assume they're asking if if I voted for in the like Trump Kamala stuff. Of course Canadians vote. But like since they didn't specify and most people assume I'm American, you are normal and there's no such thing as normal. He's on Bountar. What anime do you think will never lose relevance? Probably something that's still holding relevance 20 years in. One Piece, Full Metal Alchemist, Naruto. I see Tyson from OG Beyblade. Have I seen it? X. I have not seen X. I've only seen the original Beyblade. Have I seen Tomodachi Game? I have not. Do I drink milk from a bag? We do have milk from a bag, yes. Do you like solo leveling? I do. Am I walking? Yes. I know you have orange and green wig. The third one is in your head. Okay, if you're jealous that I have hair, then okay. Yes, I'm Canadian. Are you happy? For the most part, sure, why not? Yu-Gi-Oh! Solid. Depends which version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because there's the original, there's GX, there's 5D. Like, I didn't really enjoy 5Ds, and I kind of left after that point. Am I on a treadmill? Yes. I've read the JoJo's manga, and I'm on the first one, but the end was really good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So, here's the thing. You can never say every Canadian is going to be nice, or you're going to have good and bad. I think most people, on average, are reasonable, but there's plenty of mean Canadians. You have good and bad. Beyblade Metal Fusion, I haven't seen Metal Fusion. I'd rather eat crumbs with... Okay. Jealous of what? Do I love sleeping? I sleep because I need to. But I do enjoy it. How you doing, cats and dogs? Beyblade Metal Fusion is... Did I miss anything? Okay, I didn't miss anything. How cold is Canada? I mean, right now it's... we got our first snowfall the last day or two. So right now it's what? Maybe -6, -8 Celsius, somewhere around there. Wait, you're from Canada? Yes. It's a little bit just early negatives. It's not like minus 15, 20, 30 yet. Give it time, we'll get to minus 40. Bro is rocking the Cro-Magnon build. I have no idea what you're talking about. Am I the only one who streams lagging? Probably yes. I died over 100 million times. You need to die more. Is Drake valid? I don't listen to Drake. Can you describe moose meat? I've never eaten moose yet. Violet Evergarden, aside from the really weird age gap that makes me uncomfortable, great series. JoJo's episode with... can't really answer that. Hello from Vietnam. Well, how you doing, really? So it's true, Canadian... yes, Canadian... why would Canadian cash not be real? What are you talking about? You think Canada doesn't have a currency? And thank you for the heart, Metro. I'm not sure if I said thank you before, but thank you again. What genre is Violet Evergarden? Romance. It's a romance series. Hello from Montreal. How you doing, Leo? Not gonna lie, the milk questions are stupid. Like, do you put milk first or second? Like, the bag or in a glass? Do I drink the milk from the bag? No, we pour it into a glass. Well, most people don't drink milk straight. They usually use it as an ingredient, like, you know, either baking or cereal or shakes, whatever. I mean, I'll drink straight milk, just not, I don't really drink milk often. Thought it was US dollars. Yeah, no. Canada has a separate currency. That's insane. The FBR are making me die. Good. One Piece, Naruto, or Bleach. Bleach is manga, Naruto's anime, One Piece is story. Truth or Dare, here's the thing. I don't like doing Truth or Dare on social media because if you ask me a question I don't feel comfortable answering, I'm not going to do it. And most dares are going to be really stupid and childish. So, like, if you want me to do something or say something, just ask a question, and I might do it, instead of, like, I'm not taking a chance with sketchy stuff. Yeah, One Piece has a manga too, but I like Bleach's manga more. And I like One Piece's story more. What do I eat for breakfast? Well, today we had a power failure, so I couldn't cook anything. What would you say is the difference between America and Canada? I mean, our politics are closely linked, but it's also very different. Our education system is different. Our economy works differently. Our food is very different. We have very different laws in terms of like what we allow and how we produce things. The culture, how people interact. America is a lot more blunt and direct. Canada's a lot more passive and like friendly. Not saying Americans aren't friendly. Okay, how about this? The Truth or Dare is really a childish game. I mean, I'm not even against Truth or Dare, but on social media, on a live stream, it's usually sketchy. And I know my audience enough to know they're probably going to ask for something really weird and cringy. So I'm not going to do it. Like, why would they tell 5th graders that in some countries cannibalism is legal? I mean, there are certain, not so much countries, but there are like isolated tribes, like that aren't really associated with any government. They live on their own. They do engage in cannibalism. Did I watch Vinland Saga? Yeah, I loved it. The feds have come to arrest me? Good. The feds should arrest you. Remembrance Day, lest we forget. Thank you, Jens. I will eat Karens. Karens, you may want to stay away from that guy. What do I think about Attack on Titan? It's a well-done series. Freddy, see, this is why I don't be weird in chat, please. Switch the game. I thought about it that Canada is mostly in the background. Never had some. What do you mean that Canada's mostly in the background? What are you talking about? What's up, man? What did you think of the latest episode of MH8? I've been enjoying MH8 consistently for a long time now. It's very good. Could you please give me a shout out? So instead of asking for shout outs, because I think shout outs are silly, you can just say hello, just say hello, and I'll say hello back, Azra. How do I achieve happiness? Live life your way. Be reasonable, of course. You got to have some level of responsibility. Take care of yourself, but do the things you're excited about. I think about some anime fans, those who power scale. Yeah, I stay away from that stuff. I stay away from that stuff. Happiness is found within, not without. I mean, you do want to have some external, that like there are some external factors. You want safety, security, food. You want, like, you do need some external sources to be happy. I feel like if you are deprived of essential resources, you have a very poor functioning social life, no support network, no social network. I do feel like there's some outside reinforcement, but yes, happiness is largely found from within. Who's weirder, people you meet in real life or the internet? I mean, I keep to myself for the most part. I have a very select social life, so if I meet people in real life, I don't often bring them into my circle. So it's the people online that are weirder. Bless you, brother. Thank you. Happiness is found from within, not without. Okay, we've been over this. Welcome back, Raheem. Found without is only... Okay, if you mean external sources are only temporary, again, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. I'm not saying rely on outside validation to be happy, but there are some outside factors beyond just your internal feelings that make you happy. What's the reason for the power outage? It was a mechanical malfunction. It was some parts that were responsible for distributing power broke, and they had to replace them. Thank you, Raheem. I think about some anime fans. Okay, I already answered that one. Okay, hold on. My question is, why is America against... Americans aren't against Canada. Canadians and Americans actually, for the large part, get along. It's just the politics. You assume that the politician... because there are disagreements between, like, maybe Carney and Trump, that... No, Americans and Canadians can get along just fine. Absolutely just fine. What's my favorite what? I have a classmate that goes into the restroom more than 11 times in school. Maybe they have some sort of disorder or like bowel problem. It's okay. Opinion on Soul Eater. I love Soul Eater. Great series. Great series. What age group? What age group do you personal train with? Anywhere from as young as 11 up until 96. Do you want to hear a riddle? I mean, maybe. I'm not good at doing riddles while I'm walking and doing chat. Shadow. I don't dislike everybody around me, and there's snake. Not everyone is snakes. To assume that everyone around you is like out to get you is a bit ridiculous. I thought because of American Dad. Okay, no. Guys, why are you using cartoons as your judgment on how the real world operates? Like, sure, there's some references in cartoons that might be based off historical fact, but come on. Please think. Why did the animal cross? To get away from me. I was trying to eat it. Your favorite sensei students? Okay, so, like, that changes things. Because, like, I go with Koro sensei, but, like, the students in Assassination Classroom are not my favorite duo. I don't know now. That changes it. Because, like, I love Rayleigh too, but Rayleigh Luffy, it's such a short time thing. Like, it's good, but we don't really see much. I can't put that as my favorite. I mean, Kakashi Naruto is a classic. Might Guy and Lee is another classic. Might Guy and Lee is a really good one. Is Soul Eater an action anime? Yes, it is. Fake live stream? You think this is pre-recorded? This is pre-recorded or something? What did I think about politics? What does that question even mean? That question actually doesn't mean anything. What do I think about politics? Politics are literally govern how our world functions and how countries interact with each other and how everything is managed, from like product shipping to like law enforcement. Like, you got to be more specific. How you been? Pretty good. How was my day? Same as always. See you later, Raheem. Favorite anime? Don't really have one. The thing is, this isn't a political channel. I don't want to get, like, I don't mind answering a question or two, but I'm not going to turn this into a political debate. How's life? Pretty good. Very consistent. I have no complaints. Besides the power failure, that was really inconvenient. about your world perspective, then ask the questions. But like, just don't make it overly political because I don't want this is still an anime chat. Go in life to enjoy it. How do I budget money so well? It's really quite easy. You calculate you calculate your total income. You look at your set expenses that you cannot adjust, so like rent, mortgage, car, all that stuff. Unless you're like overspending on your car, we can get into that later. Calculate your expenses. Then once you subtract that from your total net income, then you look at how much money you want to put aside and how much money you want to have for fun. The more aggressively you save, the earlier you'll be able to retire and do the things you want to do. The more lavishly you want to live and like do certain things, it might take you longer to save up for that retirement. Let's see. There must be a food that you dislike. There's not really a whole lot. It's like maybe I dislike certain condiments. Like I'm not really a horseradish guy or like or relish or like I don't really like I don't really like gefilte fish. Do I have a lot of fun? Sure, why not? How many days should I work arms? So don't think about arms. Think about if you're hitting a muscle group 1 to 3 days a week, you're good. Ideally 2 to 3, you're pretty set. Once a week still works. I think there's value in getting a little bit more frequency. Do I prefer anime or the gym? The gym. Black Clover or Hira. I'm choosing Black Clover. How much can you bench? I don't bench press. It's not part of my routine. What time is it over there? It's actually almost 3 o'clock. We are very late. I do apologize to my regulars who are not used to this. Do you buy the value brands or expensive? I mean, something depends. I mean, I usually go for what's on sale. I mean, I'll make the best possible choices within a reasonable price. I'm not going to spend on luxury brand. I don't spend excessively. Do you go to a lot of conventions? I work at conventions. I've been a staff for years. Do you usually do calisthenics? Not really. I mean, I have my fair share of experience doing like pull-ups and dips, but I don't get too fancy with it. Do I drink energy drinks? I mean, I'm not opposed to them. I just don't drink any myself. Do you want to get married? No, it's not my intention. I don't sing. Sorry, let's see. Did I miss anything? That's not why you want to talk about my I mean, like, I love gym questions. I work in a gym. I love fitness questions. Krillin or Junpei? I like Krillin. Like, yeah, I'm a Krillin fan for sure. And his voice actor is super chill. Favorite song? I actually don't know. I can tell you I'm a very big into like rock, punk rock, metal, instrumental kind of stuff. The heavier stuff. But I don't have a favorite song. That mic looked like you were gonna sing. No, it's not for singing. Gojo or Naruto or Goku UI? I mean, now I know you're asking a power scaling question. I don't do power scaling. That's silly. Genetics play a big role in the gym? No, it doesn't. The only time genetics play a big role is if you are aiming to be like a competitive bodybuilder. Otherwise, it's not your genetics. You're just not doing things properly. Or if you have like a serious medical illness. That's okay. There are people who have serious medical illnesses. But that's rarely the case. Do you even have a passport? I do. I actually need to renew it though. How many girls have I been with? None of your business. Are you a beatboxer? Absolutely not. Have I been watching your live since since your childhood? So you're still in your childhood because I've only been on YouTube for like 2.5 years, 2-ish years. Am I charismatic? No, not at all. Not even remotely. Can I smile? Not intentionally. Do I exercise? Yes. Depends. I train. I don't just exercise. Are you cool? Not up to me to decide. Are you a chicken supporter? I like eating chickens. Are you into comics? I can't say I'm a huge comic guy. The only time I get comics is when I'm given comics. I don't go out and buy them. What do I train? Weight training. Favorite game? It's either going to be the Halo series, so like preferably Halo 2 or 3, or the Mass Effect series, specifically Halo 2. Why is my hair like that? Because it's like that. How to join membership? How to join what membership? Go to a gym and sign up? Do I know Gorbin? I do not. I feel like you'd be good voice assistant. No, I would not be. Like, I stutter way too much. I have to, like, repeat what I say multiple times. I forget what I'm saying halfway through my sentences. Nah. Favorite dual wielder? I have no idea. Maybe Zoro or something. I don't really know that many dual wielders that I like that much. Probably, I'll just say Zoro by default. Would I work as a teacher? I work as a gym trainer, so effectively teach. I wouldn't be like an academic teacher. Why do I have a treadmill in every stream? Because I don't want to sit down for 2 hours. How dare you guys eat chickens? I'm a chicken. Then I'm sorry, you might want to run away because I might eat you. Are you gaming today? I mean, today we're way behind schedule. We had a power failure. I might not have time. I do apologize. How much would the Eminence in Shadow? At the highest I could give it is maybe a 6. There has to be a food that I dislike. I don't know. I mean, again, gefilte fish, I guess. This is better than the last stream? I mean, it's the same stream every time, pretty much. I mean, I'm always honest. I don't know how to do anything else. I don't know how to be anything else. Is anime overrated? No. And overrated is a stupid concept in most cases. What do I rate AOT ending? It was good. I don't know. I don't really. The thing is, I wouldn't change it. I don't know what I would rate it, but like, I wouldn't change anything about it. It was satisfying. Want to enlist? I don't plan on it. Why is my wig like that? I mean, I'm not wearing one. Do you squat? I do. I pendulum squat. I do have a pendulum squat. Best uncommon anime? I don't know what's common. How do I say this? The most uncommon anime I have seen are not uncommon. They're just older, so most of you have not heard of them or seen them. So, like, I could say something like Dinosaur King or Metabots or, like, what's really old school? Yeah, probably, those are probably my go-to older ones. Do I know Kalis? I do not. You have a nice hairstyle? I don't really care about it. I literally just shower and I don't even comb it. This is like fresh out of the shower. What do I think of Dr. Stone? Good series, but I don't like the direction the manga goes in. I don't care if people call me bald. They're just stupid. Do I have a recommendation? I mean, gotta be more specific. Depends what you're into. There has to be I already answered your question multiple times, Devilish. Unplug your ears. Get the gunk out of your ears, because I'm not answering you again. I said gefilte fish. What's your goal in subscribers? Subscribers don't matter. Like, not saying you guys don't matter, but your subscriber count does not matter. So, don't worry about it. My hairline's not that. What you get? What? I think it's fine. Who cares? I could be bald. I don't care. I have a channel too. Nice. What's my life goal? Enjoy it. I could drop dead today as long as I enjoy life. I'm good. I ate my railings in my house. That's unfortunate. Where did you get my shirt? I don't know. Whenever I send the question, my internet goes out. Well, then I'm not. Well, maybe your internet deserves to go out. I was hungry. How you doing, your fave? What's good? You're bald? Okay. There has been a food There has been a food that you dislike? Okay, cool. Do I have a high IQ? Honestly, IQ is irrelevant. It is not a good measurement of your intelligence, and it's lacking in most categories. I'm just blunt. Like, IQ is really a worthless test. I could tell you what they do in IQ tests. I've had them done professionally. It's really quite straightforward. Being short has not ruined your life. You just have a low self-esteem. Just join the stream. Is this like a Q&A stream? Well, a lot of people ask questions, but it's just mostly talking anime, video games, occasionally the gym stuff. But kind of just whatever people are into. So what was my IQ? I have 3 different scores because I learned the test. They change the questions up a little bit, but it's all the same kind of stuff. They have you solve different puzzles, and they time you for your spatial processing. They ask you language skills, so like understanding definitions of words, how this word is similar to this word, and what the context is. They ask you remembering number patterns. They ask you basic math questions. They ask you more philosophical questions. They ask you a whole bunch of different questions, and it's pretty much the same thing, slightly different every time. Do I watch Spy Family? I'm on season 2. What do you think about emotional intelligence? I think more people need to prioritize it. Most people lack even a moderate amount of emotional maturity and awareness. Do I have kids? No, I do not. Why do people call you bald? I honestly, I think it's just people being trolly on the internet. I'm used to it. Should I get smoky bacon crisp or cheese and onion? I'm more of a smoky bacon guy, but I do love a good cheese. I do love cheese. But I'm leaning towards smoky bacon. Opinion on Vinland Saga Season 2, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I think that that's a world problem, emotional IQ. I think it's something that more people need to work on. What's the point of IQ? A smart guy is smart. I mean, because there's different kinds of intelligence, and IQ is just very not very encompassing of all the different metrics of how intelligence works. Search up Dominican Sri Lanka. I'm gonna pass. How are you doing today? Same as every day. We are extremely consistent. So we're doing pretty good. Do I cosplay? I have been cosplaying since 2012. Do I like old anime or new? I feel like that's a weird question, because like, why would it be different? Both can be good, both can be bad. Like, when they are made doesn't really have any kind of meaning. The style might change a little bit. Like, the way things are done might be a bit different, but both can be good or bad. Ski skipped my message. I'm sorry. I love Vinland Saga. Can't wait for season 3. I'm also looking forward to season 3. Want to hang out sometime? Probably not. Do I like fermented foods? I'm not against them. Sure, why not? I'll eat fermented foods. What was your mood like? Reminds me of this. Yeah, honestly, that's pretty accurate. That's a pretty accurate description of my mood. Art style, by the way. I mean, okay, so like the thing is, even if you look at old anime and new anime, there's a huge variance in art style. So to say old art style or new art style doesn't actually say very much. It can, but it also doesn't. So there's plenty of modern anime which look very different. Same with old. So gotta be more specific. It'd be easier to go series by series rather than old versus new. Old anime is much better than new. That to me makes no sense, because you're literally generalizing to these huge. You're really painting these broad strokes when that's not really a fair comparison. Old and new it's not really a good way to look at things, because then you're dismissing in like generations of series, which some of which will be good, some of which will be bad. How do I stay so consistent? I just do it. I want to do it, so I do it. By far the most entertaining stream I've seen. Well, I appreciate that, Eric. What's your top 5 mobile games? The only mobile game I have on my phone is Pokemon Go, and I don't even play it that much. Do I like trolls? No, I actually really don't like them. I'm just used to them. Are you considered an unk? I mean, according to social media, yes. Am I actually an unk? No, because I'm in better shape than virtually all the kids calling me an unk, so it's like, how does it feel to get schooled by an old guy? What gym do I go to? I don't reveal that because I don't need people coming up to me. You are a very old man? Sure. Maybe because you're 12. What's my favorite? I mean, anime, I don't have a favorite. Do I hate when people say bald? I really don't care. Even if I was bald, I wouldn't care. Frieren, I love the series as well. So if you got 1 million subs overnight, I mean, it's not that I wouldn't care if I got 1 million subs. It's just that worrying about the numbers really don't matter. Because there are channels out there with 500,000, 1 million, 10 million subs, but they don't have a connection with their audience. Their views might fall off, their quality of content might fall off. Maybe they're not maximizing the amount of profit or productivity they could be. They just have a lot of subscribers for whatever reason. So you can have a big channel, doesn't mean you're doing well or that you're happy or that people actually like you. Have you ever Have you ever evaded the feds? No. I'm at Marine Ford and just saved Ace. Okay, keep going. Favorite female character from Naruto? Tamari. Is alcohol the answer? No, it's not. The hairline looks neat, thank you. Is Aizen one of my favorite villains? He's in the discussion, but he's not going to be my top pick. But he's in the discussion. Show my wallpaper. My phone has no wallpaper on it. It's literally the basic that came with the phone. I never put anything on it. The best manga to anime in similarity. The thing is, I barely read any manga at all. I've read maybe 6, or maybe a tiny bit more than that. Do I have a good physique build? Good physical build, that's entirely relative. Some people want to be mass monsters, some people want to be relatively lean. So, like, really depends what you're going after. Do I look like a Mr. Olympia? Absolutely not. Never will. Your face looks like face of a typical coward character in a horror movie. I mean, if it's the coward who survives, then I don't mind. Name 3 quirks I'd want to have. None. I don't want any quirks. I basically only take them if you force me to take them. You said you cook your food. Can you upload videos of your... I mean, here's the thing. I've learned this. I only upload content to this channel that is relevant to the channel. If I upload stuff that is irrelevant, it bombs. So, like, you ask for that kind of stuff, the audience does not want to see that. If they want to see that kind of content, it would have to be on a different channel. What are those YouTube comments? It's always weird on YouTube, but I don't mind. Do you think One Piece has too many episodes? No, that's actually a silly concept. The only reason something has too many episodes is if they're not actually adding to the story, or if the content quality has fallen off, or if they're basically making more content for the sake of money. So if you have a series that you really, really love and you're having a great time, and they continue to put out more content that is really good and you're having a great time with it, you're not going to complain. So it only becomes a problem of too many episodes if it's kind of starting to drop off or just not do anything meaningful with the story. Food Wars anime or other style foods? I mean, Food Wars is a good anime. I mean, it has good food in it. Fan service aside, the food does look really good. It's just... There's other series which also, like, I guess it depends what you mean. Like, there's other kinds of really good food. There's campfire cooking, which is delicious. There's Dungeon Meshi. I love Fire Force, but yeah, I agree. The fan service in Fire Force was not pleasant. I don't really look at Ronaldo, so I don't know. I don't follow sports. One Piece pacing is horrendous, so I'd say, yeah. I mean, okay, so no. See, that's okay. You're missing the point. One Piece does not have too many episodes because the pacing is bad. That is the studio's fault. They are not doing a good job pacing, but did you see what they're doing now? They know they've done a terrible job with that. They are moving over to seasonal. That will very likely fix the horrendous pacing problem that's been present for a while. Do I crosswalk? Yeah, I have. MHA quirks, in your opinion? So, like, in what context? Because I don't care about the strength of a quirk. The strength of a quirk really comes down to how it is utilized and what you intend to do with that quirk. Now, personally, I don't want any. If you're saying you have to pick one for yourself, it's going to be permeation or Momo's, like, generation quirk, like the producing things there with your lipids. Sailor Moon is mid. I mean, I'm not a Sailor Moon fan to begin with, but no, I'm not hating those that do. So you just proved it does. So no, I'm... Okay, no, you missed the point entirely. One Piece is producing quality content and continuously adding to the story. They are not pumping out content that is not adding to the story or is falling off in quality. It's just the opposite. It's just the opposite. So it's not like the new episodes aren't doing anything. It would be, but you missed the first points entirely. Come on, man. Pay attention. So, like, okay. I have a bad habit of this sometimes. I don't like saying a series is trash. I have made mistakes and said, there are series that I dislike. But I think we need to, like, stop putting down series that other people really enjoy. I think you can explain why you don't like a series without, saying You know, like, without putting people down for enjoying a series. Like, if One Piece isn't your thing, perfectly cool, no problem. But I don't think we should be putting people down who enjoy it. Talking about One Piece, I got kind of bored. On 600, revisited like 6 months ago. Is it worth going? So, like, asking me if it's worth going back is kind of not the way to go about it. If you dropped a series and you want to try it again, that's fine. But it's up to you if you enjoy the process or not. If you don't enjoy it, that's okay. So if you think most anime are bad, then I think you're really bad at math. Because the average anime is going to be average. It may not be great. It may not be horrendous. It'll be fine. There's a few anime. There's going to be some anime that do really, really well, and some that are really, really bad. I think on average they're just fine. You literally agreed the pacing is horrible, therefore it has better pacing. And so again, you're missing the first half of what I said. It is a series should be considered having too many episodes if, okay, focus on the if the story is not, if they're not adding anything to the world or the story or the character development, they're not doing anything productive with the episodes, or the quality is falling off. The quality has only gone up, and they are certainly adding to the story. So, it's not too many episodes. It's just a fault in the way it's being produced. Okay, you're getting timeout because you're spamming chat. There you go. What's your opinion on the fact that Pokemon series has restarted and replaced Ash? I don't really mind. Like, here's the thing. I'm not up to date on Pokemon at all. I'm not so invested that I care. I think it's about time Ash stepped down, and you can keep making Pokemon. You can keep making Pokemon anime. Sure, go ahead. It's about time that Ash stepped down. He's been 10 years old for like 30 years. Let the guy rest. What's my impression about One Punch Man Season 3? I'm having a decent time. I know it's not great. I don't think it's awful. I'm having a decent time. Upload cooking food from anime for your channel? So no. My cooking is very basic. I don't do the fancy stuff. My cooking is very basic. I go for convenience and practicality. I'm Pubble. You're the basic guy like everyone else. They say they don't care if someone says something about something and then they don't. So, okay, let me ask you this. Is it a bad thing? Let me put this back on you, Kiazu. Is it a bad thing that I don't put people down for liking something different than myself, and that I don't get involved in power scaling because I think it's a complete waste of time, objectively? Is that a bad thing that I don't put people down? But you're the basic guy. You're making it sound like it's wrong to do that. So I want people to have their own opinions on different series. I'm not going to jump down someone's throat for not liking One Piece or any series. Enjoy what you want is basically what I'm trying to say. And I encourage people to try out new series, see different things, maybe challenge their own opinions on things. What's annoying? What's the best advice you can give to a 20-year-old? That's too vague of a question. Can you be more specific? What's the best of I already answered your question. Is One Piece political? I don't know how it couldn't be. If you're asking that question, it just tells me you've never watched One Piece, and that's okay. But it is extremely political. What's an anime you think deserves a sequel? An anime that I would like to see continued would be Ippo. If One Piece doesn't have too many episodes, why are they remaking it and cutting it by like 80%? So you're talking about the One Piece, right? That they're continuing, like after One Piece is done, they're going to rebuild it. So they're not remaking it because it has too many episodes. I mean, they're not remaking it because it has too many episodes. They're remaking it because a major flaw with the series was the pacing. Again, let me reiterate the points because clearly listening is not your strongest area. Something only has too many episodes if what they're doing is falling off in quality or not adding to the story. One Piece is doing Both of those. The world building is fantastic. The quality is high. It's just the pacing that is a problem. That doesn't mean it's too many episodes. That just means they're fixing a major flaw. Do you collect anime cards? I collect Magic the Gathering. Do you think Kakashi is the best Sensei, Jiraiya, Toad Guy? I mean, if I had to pick a teacher from those, I would pick Kakashi. Can I beat Chuck Norris? Probably not. I think people don't like that you get bland. I mean, okay, what's a bland answer? What's a bland answer? An honest one? Like, can you give an example? And honestly, if people don't like my answers, they can leave. I don't care. How does bad pacing not okay? I will. Okay, you're still not getting it, so I'll correct you again. Let's say the pacing was perfect. Let's say right now that One Piece magically, instantly fixed its pacing problem. It doesn't need to go on this hiatus and then go into a seasonal series. Let's just say right now, Magic, the pacing was perfect. And it still got to this point. Like, it was still 800, 900, 1,000 episodes. It just had the same amount of episodes. But the pacing wasn't so bad. And, like, there was just that much manga content. Assume there's more chapters to make up for this. It just went on for several hundred more chapters. But it didn't take so long to adapt each chapter. Then you wouldn't be saying it has too many episodes. You would say then the pacing is adopted properly. So no, it's not too many episodes. It's a pacing issue. It's a different thing. Have I watched Castle TV series? I've seen like a couple of episodes. Did Eren do anything wrong? I mean, yes, and I think so, yes. Why aren't you live on Twitch? Because we don't do Twitch during the walking streams. Bro crashed out because I don't like repeating myself multiple times to the same person. It's a very simple concept to understand. I'm gonna go. See you later, dude. Okay, so no, you're not. Okay. Oh my god, you're exhausting. No. I said, again, dude. Holy shit. I said, imagine there was enough chapters to make up for the fact that like it's not adopted properly. So just assume there's more chapters, so the series went on longer. Would you be complaining that there was that many episodes if the pacing was good? No, you wouldn't. It's a different. I'm not dealing with you anymore. Look, I can't help you. I can't help you. Stay in school. Can't wait for the new season of AOT. What are you talking about? I hope so. I hope he's trolling. I'm saying One Piece has too many episodes for the amount of manga there is. But like, okay, but that's Toei's problem, not a series problem. Like, it's a flaw in the way the anime was adapted. What are your thoughts on Death Note? I like the first half, not the second. In AOT, there's only two positions. Or Eren was right, or Zeke was right. I don't think that. Okay, I think that's a very. I think that's a very black and white way of thinking. I think that's a very black and white way of thinking. To say you're either right or you're wrong. That there isn't some nuance. That there's points to be made for one side and points to be made for the other. So I don't think it's either you're on Eren's side or Zeke's side. I don't think that it works that way. Favorite anime? Don't really have one. Seeing you every day became my daily quest. I appreciate that. Thoughts on Gojo dying in the new JJK movie? I don't really care. Gojo to me is cool, but I don't really care about his character too much. Yeah, Speedy, can you please stop spamming? I would appreciate it so I don't have to mute you. Thank you. Did I have a morning stream? No, we had a power failure. I couldn't stream till now. So, stream was severely delayed. We're way behind schedule. There's no need to explain anymore. I did stop explaining. Where am I streaming from? My apartment. It's not rage baiting, but you teach their own. I guess that I objectively. No, okay. I'm okay. You're clearly rage baiting. I'm just letting you go. Am I famous? No. Can I subscribe? Subscribe if you want to. Don't feel obligated. I mean, like, look, Dot. I think we're just gonna have to we're just gonna let it go. We're just gonna let it. I'm just gonna move on. Let it go. I appreciate that, but I just, yeah. I can't. How you doing, Mark? There's no need to explain it. Okay, I think I caught up to chat. I think we're good. Have you ever felt defeated by life? Not really. Where's my apartment? Like, I'm gonna tell you that. Where's your apartment? Where's your... What a ridiculous question. 33. Where's my apartment? I don't need Oda to be proud of me, honestly. I'm just a guy. And honestly, like, I enjoy One Piece. I'm not a One Piece enthusiast at the same level like Saiga Runner or something. I enjoy the series like any other fan, but I'm not like... I'm actually probably less obsessed than most people. I don't smoke, so absolutely not. You're still going on Twitch? I probably won't have time. I hate that TikTok comments have a limit, so I can't explain it well. If you like to engage in like in conversation beyond that because there are limitations to having a conversation on a stream. If you like to have conversations like in depth, I would recommend joining the Discord server. So like on Discord, you have much more room to articulate your thoughts rather than a short little message. Unc, how many miles are you at? I don't track my steps. My parents want me to get a girlfriend, then don't feel like you have to. Do what you want. How you doing, Michelle? Have I ever watched Art Dub? Wait, Arb? I thought it said art for a second. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. No, we're walking on air. Why don't you accept requests for people to join the live? Okay. So one, depends what you mean by debate. Because I don't really care for debates. I like conversation, but like debates usually involve who's better at trying to prove their point, yes or no. And that's more of a winning thing, not so much just a sharing, like kind of building on people's opinions kind of thing. I'm not here to defeat someone in debate. And second, when you have your own channel, you need to be very careful with who you invite onto your platform. You invite the wrong kind of person, it can be extremely detrimental to your channel. So I am highly selective. I will only bring on people I actually know and trust. Why aren't you just sit? Okay, so two things. Sitting down for an entire live stream, I'd rather not. Absolutely not. I'm not sitting down for that long. And two, engagement goes way up when I'm moving compared to when I'm sitting. Way higher engagement. Oh, Arabian dub? No, I wouldn't listen to that. What do I think about anti-nationalism? I wouldn't go that far. Like, there might be some points I could agree with, but not overall. I'm definitely not an anti-nationalist. Late stream? Yeah, very late stream. We had a power failure this morning. Unc, those YouTube comments have you raise your voice? Not really. Remember when you recommended MHA to me? I'm on season 5 and it's so good. I mean, look, I'm more than happy to try and find you good series to get into. So I'm happy you enjoyed it. Have I ever felt obligated to be in a relationship? No, that sounds silly. Tekken 8 should have more than one balanced patch per season. I've never played Tekken. Have I ever been in a relationship? A long time ago. Probably before you were born. Please say Ohio. You mean like Ohio gozaimasu or like Ohio the state from America? Any underrated action? So I don't like the underrated, overrated conversation. You're looking for a good action series. That is all I care about. You want a good action series? Let's give you some options. World Trigger, Soul Eater, Blue Exorcist, and you know what? I'll also throw in Cyber 6. Is streaming just reading comments? No, not always. If you have been around my channel long enough, then you have also seen me do gym live streams, cosplay live streams, convention live streams, outdoor live streams. Heard Season 8 is going crazy. Season 8 is really, really good. I'd say Season 8 has a chance to get Anime of the Year, potentially. Cyber 6, okay, thank you. Yeah, Cyber 6. You guys, if you haven't tried Cyber 6, I recommend it. It's really short and great. Are you into 30? I'm in my 30s, yes. Look, I'm not so desperate that I need to like follow commands for donations. If you want to donate, it's because you want to donate. I'm not that desperate. How you doing, Nader? Would you try would I try the Hollow Knight series? So there's a reason I don't play the Hollow Knight games. It's not because I think they're bad or not good enough. They look good. In fact, I at one point intended to get them, but they're too popular for me to stream. I would not get any views. I heard season 8 is going crazy. Yeah. Can you do push-ups, or are you in? Push-ups are easy. They're okay. So Jeffrey, you're getting insta-banned. You're just getting insta-banned. It's just push-ups are not worth my time, because once you become efficient enough at doing push-ups, they're not really adding any productive value. You'd have to do so much of them that it's just not worth it. So I don't do push-ups anymore. They're very, very easy. Voice act Luffy, I can't. I can't do voice acting. Favorite dessert? Chocolate ice cream cake. Not sure why TikTok is kind of dead today. I mean, I am streaming way later than usual, but I've also noticed a large majority of my TikTok chat has moved over to my YouTube chat. Just because, well, YouTube is by far my bigger platform, and I do prioritize YouTube over TikTok, so I think people have just slowly started to migrate. Like, we used to have 30, 40, 50, even 100. At one point, we had 150 people on TikTok. Most of the people who used to watch me here, I now notice over here. Do I like music? Yeah, I like music. I don't listen to it often, though. I'm waiting on your Twitch. I mean, we're probably not going to be on Twitch today, just because normally we'd be on Twitch right now. Like, this is a late stream, but we had a power failure this morning. So that really threw off my entire schedule. I might not have time for Twitch today. Do I like hip-hop? I'm not a hip-hop guy. I'm more of a punk rock, metal, rock, instrumental guy. So my friend got me into anime. I started with Death Note, and it was all right. And now I don't know what to go next. I mean, so like AOT is a good series, but it depends on. Okay, let me ask you this: instead of what's popular, what kind of series are you most interested in? A mystery, an action series, a romance series? Like, what intrigues you? You just want to see me game? I mean, we'll game tomorrow, but I think today the unexpected power failure was kind of a setback. You know, it happens. What about country? I'm not against country. I'm just particular with which country music I enjoy. I do prefer a little bit more, you know, something a little bit more aggressive. As long as it's not too passive, too quiet. I like a little bit more of oomph to my music. So maybe like you know, country rock kind of vibe. See you later, Malt. Yeah, I enjoy rock very much. What do I think about Dispatch? I haven't played Dispatch. Do I like piano? I can't play a piano, but I love the sound of a piano. Like, I think that when I was a kid, I used to be able to play a couple songs, but like mostly just like you know, like Mary Had a Little Lamb, those like kids songs, because my grandmother had a book. Can I read your thing? I just did. Favorite character from Class 1A? Red Riot. Yeah, Red Riot. Easily Red Riot. Anything you passionate at? The gym. The gym. Do I drink water or only soda? Of course I drink water. I mean, I have sodas on standby, but I drink water, sure. Lucas, you should go back to sleep. In fact, Lucas, you're grounded. Go to your room. Only drink soda. I mean, look, I enjoy my Diet Coke, but no, I'm not giving up water. I said I would be interested in mystery action types. Mystery action. Okay, try Monster. Try Monster. Do I watch Tokusatsu? I don't think I've seen it. Sprite or 7-Up? Sprite. Actually, I like both about the same. You know what? Sprite or 7? Maybe 7-Up. Can I pick like the lemony 7-Up? Or like classic. I might go with 7-Up. Fate guy? I enjoy Fate. Holy bro, it's been a while. I mean, we've been here. Say it ain't so. Say it don't so to what? Did I hear the word Lucas? Yeah. Could I beat you in a fight? I'm 60 kilograms. 60. Okay, well, here's the thing. 60 kilograms, you're very light. I could easily like throw you across the room. But I also don't know you. Maybe you're a very skilled fighter and you can kick my ass. I don't know. But if you're just an untrained 60 kilogram guy, I'm throwing you across the room. Did I watch Monster? Yes, I did. Very good. Which musical instrument do you like to hear? Well, I don't play any instruments, but like anything from guitar, piano, violin. Do I watch Markiplier? I know who he is. Seems like a nice guy, but I never watched him. Remember that only one guy said 75 kilograms of victim? I mean, oh yeah, that one guy, victim weight. What a psychopath. What's the best cake? Look, I love my ice cream cake, but I'm also not going to say no to like, I'm not going to say no to cake. Or even a chocolate cheesecake. Yeah, I'm just not going to say no to cake. Even carrot cake. I like cake. Is your full name Derek Watkins? No, it's not. I wouldn't say no to cobbler. I'm okay. If we're going with cheesecake, I'm definitely more of a chocolate cheesecake because the bitterness of the chocolate offsets some of the sweetness in traditional cheesecake, and traditional cheesecake is very sweet. I do have a sweet tooth, but I'm picky. I am particular with my sweets. I've only been to 3 countries. We'll visit Japan in 2 years, so that'll be number 4. Can I expose your full name? If you want to go to prison, yes. Cheesecake is art? It can be. I mean, I would consider cooking to be an art form. Derek Watkins Jr., get out of here. But yes, I appreciate food in all forms. I do have some preferences here and there, but I likely will not say no to food. To horror games, I mean, I enjoy a good spoopy game here and there. Do I get tired? I mean, when it's time for bed, I get tired. Favorite race? The giant race. Giants are cool. I think you're not very good at what? Oh, cuisine? The thing is, I genuinely do love everything. Chinese food, Thai food, Indian food, Mexican food, seafood, Italians, your pastas, your pizzas, burgers, all forms of meat, sushi, ramen. I eat all of it. Like Hispanic or something. My God. I know you're big into fitness. What protein do I recommend? Look, if you're talking about protein powder, then it's mostly all the same thing. You know, do your research on the brand just to make sure they don't have a history of doing anything sketchy. But like, you can go with any protein powder that you enjoy that tastes reasonable and has a fine price tag. Like if they're overcharging, save your money. Protein is protein. Opinions on Quest bars. I'm not really a fan. I mean, you can eat them if you want to. I'm not going to say you can't have them, but I think there's better options. All forms of meat. I know what you're thinking, Clover. You're going to prison. You're sketchy. Do I like cars? No, but my best friend is a mechanic and he loves his cars. He's got a beautiful red Mustang, like a 2020. He's got a beautiful Mustang. I love it. Have I ever tried psychedelics? No. I'm atheist, so 6 stars. The health. 6 star. I mean, there is no healthiest option. There's always contextual. It's always contextual. There is no best. Do I play Clash? I do not play Clash. Look, I eat almost entirely just whole foods, but I'm not against supplements here and there. They're fine. They're fine. Since we're talking about anything in the world, do I like going to... I've been to New York several times. It's not my favorite place to visit. I'm not against visiting New York. I've been there so many times that when I travel, I like to visit new places at this point. I've had a good time. I've even been to Staten Island. I've been to the Bronx. I've been all over New York City. It's just a little bit too rowdy for me. Views on AI? I mean, I'm not against AI. I just don't think we have the systems in place to regulate it, to prevent it from being abused. You live on TikTok? I am. Have I been to Greed Island? Greed Island, yes, I've been to Greed Island. Have I played any visual novel games? Not at this point, not yet. Your mouth is Jesus Christ. What is your favorite Hopi? I have no idea what you're saying. Story or online game? By online game, do you mean multiplayer games like versus games? I'm not really a huge versus guy. Co-op games I love. Like Baldur's Gate, Halo campaigns, stuff like that, love it. Dodging my question. I mean, I don't see your question. I don't see your question. You know who I am. Okay, cool. Guys, what's with the religion in chat? Like, guys, my religion doesn't matter, or lack of religion. Capitalism, yes or nay? More so nay. Definitely nay. You don't see my question. I was talking to the person over here. So no, Rose, I was not talking to you. No Man's Sky. I haven't played No Man's Sky. Favorite One Piece island aesthetically? Honestly, Wano. Like, I love Wano's vibe. Like, aside from like the mass poverty and everything, I love the vibe of Wano. Do I have a job outside of this? The gym. Like, I do. This is a job, but I also have the gym. So, like, look. Instead of going like communism or capitalism, you can ask me about my thoughts on different policies. I'll give you my opinions on different policies, whether it's healthcare, education. I'll give you my thoughts. Sing the idol? I'm not going to. Do I goon? I do not. Bro, what? JG, I do not see your question. Do you think the Chimera Ant arc gets a lot of hate? The thing is, here's another thing that Hunter x Hunter is a very, very popular series. It's a very popular series. Therefore, a lot of people are going to see it. You're going to have people who don't like it and people who do like it. You'll get some feedback. You'll get some constructive criticism. So will some people hate it? Sure. A lot of people will love it. So, like, I wouldn't worry about if it gets hate or not. I think it's not a perfect arc. I think it has flaws, but I think it's a good arc. So this is where you make your money. I do make a lot of money. I do make a large chunk of my money here. You also make money at the... Yes, I also make money at the gym. What's a hot take from you? I mean, can we be more specific? Because, like, I just don't have that many hot takes. I just kind of sit and vibe and enjoy my series. Like, I don't know, Shanks is going to die, I guess. Dragon Ball Z season more popular. I mean... Dragon Ball Z more popular than Super? If you're saying that Z is more popular than Super, I'd probably agree with you. Chimera Ant arc. So I like the Chimera Ant arc a lot. Opinions on calorie tracking apps? I have Chronometer. I'm fine with calorie tracking. I encourage calorie tracking apps in most circumstances. What do you like to do for fun other than this? The gym. And then actually just go and watch anime by myself, because like. But if we're counting anime and gaming, then the gym and Magic the Gathering. I really like Magic the Gathering. Am I okay today? I'm the same as every day. What's my screen time? A lot, because when I'm not on here, I'm still on my phone or my computer, working, watching anime, studying, talking with people. It's a lot. It's high. Do you know my intelligence quotient? So my IQ. It's actually a pretty useless metric, but I have 3 radically different scores, so I kind of just memorized the test at this point. How much elixir is your log? Okay, I don't even know what to say to that. The meaning of life, whatever you want it to be. Favorite sport? I have an appreciation for martial arts. Yes, my screen time is definitely over 10 hours. Because I literally spend all of my time when I'm not at the gym or with my friends working right here. So, yeah, higher than 10. How do I feel about the meme? I ignore the meme. I ignore that meme. Is D&D Forerunner on Discord? Is D&D funner on... Oh, is D&D funner on Discord in real life? In real life, by far. Definitely in real life. My screen time is very high. Am I on a treadmill? Yes. Would you go to war if I was drafted? Well, I'm in Canada, so I'm not going to get drafted. Are you improving or updating your software on your emotional intelligence? Improving my software? Are you saying like I'm a robot who has to update my emotions through like some sort of software update? Okay. Do I like Stranger Things? I never got into it. I tried it once. Do your friends or their partners try to set you up? No. They don't, because we have the same friends, we know the same people, and they also know I don't want that. Have I tried D&D on Discord? I have done D&D on Discord. I mean, I'm not a fan of it, but I'll do it in, like, if we can't see each other in person, we have to. Okay, we'll do it, but not a fan. If you can sing Ordinary, I cannot. What are your thoughts on Canada becoming... That's a joke. Guy, come on, let the meme die already. Stop moving, goddammit! I will not stop moving. Who the heck doesn't like Hunter x Hunter? There is no series. There is no series that everybody will like. What power do you want if I could choose? I would choose no powers. I don't really need any. I'm perfectly content as I am. Do you ever get together with friends and watch Bleach reruns? No. No, most of my friends, we don't watch anime together. We very much watch anime separately. Do I like Atla? Who's Atla? You mean Atla from One Piece? Do I know how to play the actual Reversi games? I've never played Reversi. Would you like to Would I like to what? Do you treat yourself from time to time, or do you just buy the necessities? I mean, tonight I have to go out to eat just because my pork chops didn't defrost. So tonight I'll go out to eat. Avatar: The Last Airbender, fantastic series. Huge fan. Reality warping is infinite food. Reality warping, infinite food. Infinite food would definitely be a power of choice for me. When was the last time I saw Hagrid? Oh, Hagrid vibes? Well, we worked together at anime convention, so I saw him on August 8th. Do I own a microwave? I do own a microwave. Have you tried any drugs? No. Well, I've tried Accutane, which is a drug. How did I get so many friends? Anime club, actually. Most of my friends are from college. What if Canada became... No, okay. The thing is, if it did, it would immediately leave because Canada's not joining America. The one where your cousin makes toys? No. So that was not an anime convention. That was a special event. That was just like a private event hosted by EB Games and McFarlane Toys. I'm talking about an actual anime convention. And also, like, Hagrid's not part of that. He's, Hagrid came to a different convention. And I'll see him again in May. We have another convention then. Ever plan on growing out a beard? No, because for me it looks horrendous. I've tried growing out one before just to see. Horrendous idea. No. Do you like Canada more than America? Yeah. I mean, I'll still visit the States. I don't hate the country of America. I enjoy when I visit, but I'm definitely staying here. Between those two anyway. Do you know how to defrost meat in my microwave? I do. I just don't prefer to do it that way. Let Lucas join. I will not. The one where your cousin makes Shadow Clone would be an awesome... Yes, Shadow Clone would be a very, very high... assuming you had the stamina. Even if you can... Actually, if you can only make one clone, that would still be really good. I imagine that would still be pretty tiring, though. Defrosting meat in a microwave is cheap. I mean, it is a cheap method. It does work fine. I just prefer to do it... I just prefer the traditional way. If they conducted a vote to join or not join the U.S., no, because Canada's not joining Canada. Canada's not joining Canada. Canada's not joining the States. It's okay. We don't like you guys either. I never said I don't like America. I never said I don't like Americans. I said I would not want us to merge. That's a terrible idea in every capacity. Don't make it a hate thing. I prefer placing meat in cool water and letting it... I just let meat defrost in a slightly cooler temperature. I just put it in the fridge. It's in the fridge. Do you think Saturn is stronger than Law? Yes. Opinions on tacos? I love tacos. I'll DoorDash you Chinese food if you let me join. Sorry. I'm not that desperate. Look, if you're happy in America, enjoy your thing. I'm not telling you otherwise. If you're happy in your country... all the power to you. I want you to live in a place where you're happy. I just would not choose to be there. Can I do math problems like 48 plus 19? Yes, that is a very easy math problem. Tekken or Street Fighter? I don't really play either. Favorite shooter game? If shooting is the main function of the game, then probably Halo. But I also really like Mass Effect. It's just... I would say... Mass Effect is definitely a shooter. But I think Halo is just more of a standard shooter. Favorite shooter game? Okay, I answered that one. Happy? Yes. Violence found on your stream. Notification, you're just getting blocked. You're just getting blocked. There you go. Hang on. Let me get rid of them. There we go. And so I know the answer to your math problem. I'm just ignoring it. Do you think Sabo is stronger than Zoro? I don't really care if he is. Like I imagine he might be, probably, but the thing is, to me, power scaling is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is good storytelling. So how the characters scale to each other, as long as the story is good, it doesn't matter. You are very grateful. Thank you. Best thing about your life? Best thing about my life? I'm enjoying it. I don't really have any complaints. I get to do what I want every day. I'm happy for Canada just to remain as America war crimes. Just to remain as America's war crimes. Say all jokes. Oh yeah, no problem here at all. Did it snow for you yet? Yes, it's actually snowing right now. Yep, it started snowing a couple days ago. It's not mountains of snow yet, but it is snowing. I don't trust EA with Mass Effect 5. Isn't the same company? Oh, is it? I do know that the new Mass Effect game is coming, but is it not? It's not the same company. That actually makes me work. That makes me nervous. How much do I bench? I don't bench press. It's not part of my routine. I heard bestiality is legal in Canada. Where are you getting this information, Don? My goodness. Which is your hockey team? I don't follow hockey. I like snow. I just don't like the inconvenience it poses for daily travel. BioWare has made awful games. I mean, BioWare's done some... Look, I'm not an expert on who makes what, but Mass Effect is one of my favorite games ever. So, I would like the creators of Mass Effect to hold on to Mass Effect. Yeah, so driving in snow can be annoying. Walking in snow, public transit, it can be tedious. But, like, just snowboarding, skiing, the aesthetics, I like snow. I cut your power supply by powering my Fent reactor. Oh yes, I'm very much an Autumn fan. How many episodes of One Piece should I watch tonight? 2. Have you ever changed a tire? I don't have a car to change the tire for. Skiing is a very fun hobby. I'm not a skier, but if you love to ski, absolutely support it. Why is my plane delayed? Probably the snow. Are you non or asexual? I'm basically close enough. Are you A? Yes, I am A. Do I like scooters? Like electric scooters or like manual scooters? Because as a kid, I had a manual scooter. You should watch Bleach instead of One Piece. I like them both. Why say one or the other? Most of the original teams made Mass Effect 1, 2, 3 have left. Oh, no. Well, look, I love Mass Effect 1, 2, or 3. When the new Mass Effect game does come out, I will get it. I'm on episode 18 of Dragon Ball, but like the anime is like One Piece. Do you think I would enjoy it? I think you might. I think there's a reasonable chance. When was the last time I traveled? Does going to I went to Ontario back in spring. I went to Ontario back in spring, so there's that. I don't differentiate between Canadians and Americans. The thing is, America has such a wide distinction in accents, and so does Canada. Because you can go state to state, and even suburb to suburb, where there's all these different dialects. And there's actually this TikToker, I forgot his name. He actually does breakdowns on people's dialects, and you can send him a video of you talking, and he'll figure out where in the states you're from. The Hus keeps ignoring my DMs. I will, yes. I do. Are there any baddies in chat? I don't know. I don't worry about that. Am I thirsty? I'm okay. Wait, you aren't from... No, I'm not from Ontario. I work in Ontario. I work at anime conventions in Ontario, but I'm not from Ontario. I'll tell you once I finish it and get to Dragon Ball Z. I hope you enjoy it. I genuinely do. Are you aromantic? No. I just don't worry about it. How much aura do I think I have? If in the romantic context, -10. Can you say there's a moose loose a boot in the boot the moose? I see what you're doing. You're trying to do the Canadian accent thing with the ooh sound. I don't think I have it. There's a moose loose about the hoose. I'll be on the live while watching. All right, cool. Sensei is a romance expert. No, I'm not. I'm a romance anime expert, but don't ask me for romantic advice. Why you became sexual, or is it realization, or is it change? No, I just don't care. I like it's not. I'm not heartbroken. I'm not devastated. I'm not lonely or angry. I'm just happy. I'm good. I'm good. That's really it. Are you male or female? I mean, take no offense. I'm a guy. No, it's okay. My roommate is trans. My roommate was born biologically female, and they identify as male. I get it. Do the hus be sliding in my DMs? Maybe. Oh wait. Women? No, none. Zero. Can you not spam my chat, JG? I don't want to put you in timeout. But I might have to. For some reason, I thought you were from Ontario. Okay, I already answered that one. Have I been pretty good? From where am I from? Canada. Steam has Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham for Night for $10. Those aren't good games. I just never really got into the Batman series. Also, they're way too I don't really think they fit the type of games I normally play on stream anyway. You notice our bad liars because you can see right through them. Good dad joke, gamer. Good dad joke. Was Oolong a villain? He was very briefly a villain. Oolong was a bad guy for a very, very short period of time. Then he lost his battle against Goku, and he pretty much switched sides. I do try to focus more towards niche games. I will play bigger games by myself. I just bought a Nintendo Switch 2, and I'm a little disappointed. I mean, I only have the Switch 2 because I won it. I didn't even buy mine. No, I'm not from Ontario, Quebec, Alberta, Saskatchewan. I am from one of those, yes. Best arc in One Piece. My personal favorite's Wano, but there's a few good ones. There's a few really good ones. Have I been to a very naughty... What is wrong with you, edits? Is there a purpose or meaning in life? You decide for yourself what it is. Do I support trans, or are you just okay with... No, I'm all in favor. Look, I'm all in favor of you living your life in any way. Like, do what you want. Have any religion you want. Dress how you want. Be who you want. I got no complaints. If you're letting other people be who... I'm just chill. Let people be who they want to be. I've not gone into Wano. I'll probably enjoy it. I hope you enjoy Wano. Have I been to Japan? In 2 years we're going. BioWare kindly ruined Dragon Age Veilguard. I have not played Veilguard. I played Dragon Age like many years ago, and I had a good time with it, though the game actually broke on me. Favorite fragrance? A Chinese restaurant. I didn't win it a lot. No, I won my Switch 2. I opened it on stream. I live streamed the event where I won it. What are you talking about? Calgary? No, I'm not from Calgary. It's chill, bro. I'm just asking for Santa. Dude, you're nah. Do I play any video games? Yeah, over on Twitch. We're playing Crime Scene Cleaner. Yesterday we opened our laundromat business. We have a water park business. We have a card shop business. Have you ever done the Devil's Tango? I think I know what that means. No. He's gaslighting chat? He did not open a Switch 2? I literally have a Switch 2 in the other room. Chinese dumplings? Yeah, exactly. Chinese dumplings. You said on stream, Uncle? You got gifted it? Okay. So, oh yeah. The Switch 2, yeah, I mean, the thing is, it was a raffle in my favor. So I won 3 prizes. I won the Aquaman statue, I won the Riddler statue, and the Switch 2 was like a raffle that was put in my favor. Nintendo has become really greedy. Isn't a great family company anymore. I do have some complaints about Nintendo. I do still think they do good things, but I know what you're talking about. I do think sometimes they do greedy things, like what they did with the Pokemon, with the budget for the Pokemon game. Thoughts on Neon Genesis? I tried it, wasn't really my thing. Do I play video games? If so, which ones? I kind of just listed a whole bunch, but if you want more, I can tell you more. For your information, you're not exercising. I know. Your heart, see, 220 minus your age. Praxime, that's a absolutely ridiculous statement. You basically just use an outdated metric to estimate the max potential heart rate, and you said you're not exercising if you're not doing your max potential heart rate. What kind of idiocy is that? Is it offensive to wear a trans costume if I'm not trans? I guess that you'd have to ask someone from the trans community how they feel about that. As I'm not someone who is, I personally wouldn't know how to feel. I'd probably have to ask someone from that community. He rigged the raffle for his own selfish gain. My cousins ran it. They did it for my birthday. What's your personal favorite One Piece opening? I actually don't know. Like, I do not know because there's so many One Piece openings. I don't know which one is my favorite. I have seen Delicious in Dungeon. Great series. Do I know? I know how to play chess. I'm just not very good at it. I feel deep hatred for society. I mean, I get it. Not saying you should hate everybody, but I get it. Skipping my question. I didn't see your question, but sure. How you doing, Sean? How many openings does Black Clover have? I think it was like what? Well, I think it's been over 12. I think it has over 12. There's a good few. Sensei is basically all for one. He stole a Nintendo Switch to raffle to acquire children's quirks. To acquire children's quirks? What are you talking about? I appreciate the hearts, cool guy. Thank you. Do I play Smash Bros. Ultimate? I haven't played Smash Bros. Since Melee. I am out of the loop. There are so many good ones like 1, 5, 6, 20, 25, 26. I mean, yeah. Oh, you're listing One Piece openings. Okay. I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of good ones. Itami again. Love the walking. Have you practiced your backflips? No. We go theme is up there. Okay. Sonic or Shadow? I don't really know enough about Sonic or Shadow. Like, I'm not really into the lore or the comics. I saw a bit of the cartoons. I just never really got to experience Shadow outside of, like, you know, a snippet here and there. I think I have to say Sonic just by default because I don't know enough about Shadow. Do I like geography? I'm not good at geography. You're going to go now? See you later, JG. What time is it anyway? How long have we been live? Hold on. How long have we been live? An hour and a half? Okay, we got time. We got some time. Do I collect any cards? Magic the Gathering, yes. The info about heart rate is indeed true. We've taken in our... Okay, your classes are outdated. But actually, interesting fact, that... you're actually right. Well, you're wrong, and you're wrong again. Because you said you're not exercising unless you're doing your maximum heart rate, which is stupid. That's actually ridiculous. There's very rarely any instances during your training that you'll ever reach maximum heart rate. Actually, there's not really a time in your training where you would need to do that, ever. And two is that's actually just a rough estimation. It's not actually accurate, per se. It's outdated information. It's me, Poo. Who are you? How you doing, Angel? One thing you haven't changed that you like from your childhood? Digimon. Being 5'7" has ruined my life? No, it didn't. Being 5'7" has not ruined your life in any way. You're just insecure about it. Uncle, stay still. Wait, stay till 6 at least? No. Stay for another 2 hours? Are you kidding me? You know, I'll stay until 6 if you send me $200. Pay me my full hourly salary for my other job, and I'll stay 2 hours. What's my definition for doing an exercise? Well, that entirely depends on the goal. Like exercise, it depends on what you are aiming to get from doing said exercise. So, like, mobility work could be exercise. Has nothing to do... Well, actually, exercise isn't even goal-specific. Exercise is literally just challenge. It's like literally just any kind of physical challenge. It doesn't have to be a high degree of effort. It can actually be a moderately low degree of effort. So it's literally just challenging movement. So if you're saying training, if you use training, then it's going to be goal-oriented. What are you trying to get from that training? Do you have any Digimon collectibles? Not anymore. I used to have the old Digivices. Like, you know the old Digivices where you would, like, shake them to make the characters walk? And then you, like, in Season 3, we got the Digivice with the card, and you would swipe it to make them Digivolve. I used to have those. I don't track my steps. Twitch stream tonight? Probably not, just because all my stuff got delayed because of the power failure. Can you stop spamming chat, please? I'm not Bill Gates. I know you're not. That's why I was joking. But I can't stay 2 more hours. Okay, Seal, I'm gonna have to mute you, man. I'm gonna have to mute you. I stay inside all day gaming. Yeah, that would be depressing. Spending your whole life indoors gaming and nothing else. would be depressing. Not gonna argue about it anymore. I ain't rage bait. I ain't rage bait you. Okay, cool. Hey Andre, how you doing? See you later, no one. Is there a live? Is the live mirrored? No. Okay, Andre, you can stop saying yo. You can stop at the first one was enough. As a Canadian, do you think Drake deserved to lose? I don't. To Kendrick. You mean like the music awards or something? I don't listen to to Drake or Kendrick. I don't care. You changed my view on the world. The world isn't wrong. It just is. I mean, the world does a lot of things wrong, but to spend your life being miserable over everything that's happening in the world, I feel like you're just gonna waste your life. It depends what you mean by otaku. If you're going off of the literal definition, which is like an anime and like an enthusiast for Japanese and anime culture, but like taken to an extreme level, no. I just enjoy this stuff. How you doing, Judas? Did you hear GTA 6 got delayed again? Yep, and I don't care because I'm not getting GTA 6. I ate a bar of soap. It's the rest. That makes sense. How you doing, Pokemon lover? There's a weeaboo and non. So here's the thing. It was just for the name of the channel. You guys are overthinking it. It's just the name of the channel. If I wasn't short, I'd be so much happy. No, you wouldn't. If you're that bothered by your height, it's an insecurity thing. You got to get over it. What soccer team do I support? None, because I don't care about soccer. Welcome back, Pokemon. Have I watched Inazuma 11? I have not yet. What anime most people hype to come out? Probably Black Clover's Return. Probably looking forward to Black Clover the most. But the might part is a reference to all. No, it's not. Mighty Otaku is just I'm a personal trainer who loves anime. That's all it is. I'm a fitness guy who loves anime. Mighty Otaku. What do I care about? Food and gym and anime and Magic the Gathering. Do I follow any sport? I don't follow any sport. No. Did I read Hunter x Hunter? I did not read it. Black Clover anime ended on such a good but it didn't. I mean, it went on hiatus. It's coming back. It's coming back. Chicken and rice or beef and potato? Ooh. Chicken and rice or beef and potatoes. Because I love every single thing about that. But the thing is, I have chicken so often that I'm going to say beef and potatoes. I'm 176. I mean, okay, so there is no such thing as a good height or a bad height. If you are happy, you are healthy, you're confident, you're good, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're taller than me. It doesn't matter. I hate the way Witch Watch ended. I dropped Witch Watch. Society looks down on me because of my height. No, they don't. Society looks down on you because of how you view yourself and how you carry yourself. If you were to join a crew in One Piece, which crew would I join? The Revolutionary Army. I meant to. It stopped. It didn't end. Exactly. It didn't end. It's coming back. Tough one, chicken. Yeah, I love chicken. I love potatoes. I love rice. I love beef. I love all of it. But the thing is, I enjoy potatoes more than rice, and I already have rice all the time, and I have chicken all the time. I'm more of a beef guy than a chicken guy, I think. It's my birthday. I just got Pokemon Legends. I have the game as well. I'm right at the end. I just haven't played it in a few weeks. I never bothered to do the final boss. I hope you enjoy the game, and happy birthday. If you have infinite money, what is 3 things an anime... look, if I have infinite money, the last thing I'm worried about is anime. If I have all the money I could possibly need, I'm buying homes for people. I am like donating to charity, getting people food. We're helping everybody. Anime is not on the list. Anime is not on the list. Gotta take care of priorities first. Pasta grilled chicken. I love pasta grilled chicken. What's the most underwhelming anime? Okay. The most disappointing experience I have is Detective Conan. Yes or no, should I confess to my crush? If you like somebody, go for it. I mean, as long as you don't be creepy about it. Make sure like it's not out of nowhere. Like, as long as you're respectful, you approach it in a reasonable way, then I'm all for going for it. You really need to watch Hunter x Hunter. I mean, so I need to watch the manga. Yes, I'm gonna watch the manga. No, I'm not gonna read it though. Do I like Lamb? Yes. But no, I'm not gonna read it. I'm just letting you know I'm not going to. Can you say hi to my friend Mima? How you doing, Mima? What's good? How did you become so content with life and peace? Did you go through? I mean, I reached a point where I thought, you know what, the stress isn't like the stress wasn't doing anything. Like being stressed about things is not like it doesn't add anything. It doesn't solve your problems. If there's something in life that I want, I make it happen. If I'm not content with something, I just go and do what I need to do. That's it. I don't worry about anything else. Oh, I'm not making enough money? Okay, I'm going to work. I will look at what I want to do for work, figure out like what steps need to be taken, how to get really good at doing that thing, and then just go and do it consistently every single day. And then the money will come. Need social. Okay, I need new friends. Okay, what's the best way? I went to college. I joined a club and I made friends. One who overthinks only suffers twice. I think there are times where overthinking can be done effectively and productively, but very often it is a curse. Who's the good dude with the baseball? Ace of Diamond. I highly recommend it. He's Sawamura. I'm from Vagabond. Unfortunately, I haven't read Vagabond. Do I like shawarma? I do like shawarma. Do I like lamb? Yeah, I answered all those. Easier said than done? Well, everything is easier said than done. If you want something, you have to do it. Don't expect it to be easy. If it's worth doing, it's not going to be easy. So, like, here's the thing. Overthinking... Okay, if overthinking stops you from acting, but then stopping yourself from acting actually leads to avoidance of a potentially serious consequence, in some contexts, it might actually save you. Sometimes. Potentially. Do you have a favorite character in One Piece? I don't. I have multiple characters which I like very much, but I don't have a favorite. The fuck we watching sports anime for? Sports anime are fantastic. They can be fantastic. So if you're asking why you watch a sports anime when you can be watching real sports, why watch any fiction? Why watch any fiction? Go watch... It's entertainment. Quality entertainment, if I might add. Alright, see you later, cool guy. What are you going to eat today? I don't know yet. Sports is genuinely terrible and boring. Then, I mean, I think sports anime are fantastic. I think sports anime are fantastic. I don't even think that real sports are like terrible. I think real sports can be great. It's just not my preferred form of entertainment. I have a cousin that works in the UFC, not as a fighter, but like he goes around doing reporting and interviews for the UFC. I've met George St. Pierre. Lovely guy. One of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. So like, look, sports can be awesome. It's just not my preferred thing. Jolly afternoon. How you doing, Gunther? Have I ever thought about these lives would change people's views in many things? Probably not in like the ways I've gotten some like comments about people changing their views on how they care for themselves, which makes me really happy. But I didn't really think that was going to happen. You're wrong and I'm right. Okay, you enjoy being wrong then. You can only save one from dying. Fire Fist Ace or Ozima? Ozima. Ace died to rage bait. It's his own fault. Do I like Panda Express? I've never had Panda Express. Obito or Madara? I love them both for different reasons, but I think I'm going to go with Madara. He's just more my vibe. Have you had Korean fried chicken? I have. Yes, very good. Hey again. Hope you're doing well. I am. Thank you, Rin. I'm the main character. In what story? Not in this one. This is my live stream. Try mustard with yogurt. Double hard pass. No, absolutely not. Am I spiritual? No. I'm atheist. Disagree. Real animated sports aren't entertaining unless I'm actively participating. So here's the thing. I can somewhat understand because I don't like watching real sports. I find it incredibly boring because if I'm going to watch a sport, I want to be involved in playing said sport. Not that I even care about most of them. With anime sports, there's a level of engagement and emotion and expression and activeness going on that it's way more engaging for me to watch than real life sport. So I find anime sports way more interesting than watching real sports. But when it comes to real sports, I actually relate to you. Favorite anime? Don't particularly have one. Sorry for all the food questions. I love food questions. It's just, you're making me hungry, but I'll order something after this, so it's okay. Who's a hard worker, Asta or Deku? Why say Asta or Deku? Both of them work very hard. Have I watched Squid Game? I have not. Watching sports is way lame. It's my favorite anime. I unsubbed at Atheist. Oh, if you're that angry that I'm not religious, like, dude, come on. Like, go ahead and unsub. I don't really care. But if you're that mad that I'm not religious, who cares? Like, who cares? I don't care what your religion is. Any recent shows besides Solo Leveling you recommend? Okay, so for counting ongoing, because To Your Eternity is at season 3. Season 3, like, if you haven't started To Your Eternity, I highly recommend it. If you haven't started it yet, I highly recommend it. What time is it in Canada? Well, the thing is, Canada is a large country, right? We have different time zones. Same thing in the States. So here it's 4 p.m. No, like, here's the thing. I don't worry about my subs either. I could have 20,000, I could have 100,000, I could have 100. I don't worry about the numbers. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Like, the me you see now is always going to be me. Do I play Fortnite? I do not play Fortnite. Do I like Kingdom? I've never seen Kingdom. Uncle, I wish I wish I had your mentality. Here's the thing. You don't need to be me. You don't have to replicate me. But I think you can take a lesson or two. So if you find yourself, thinking negatively, putting yourself down, try to, like, I guess it depends on what you're dealing with. Because I don't think you should be a mirror image of me. But, like, have more confidence in yourself. Don't be so hard. Like, don't worry about things so much. Kind of just look at what you need to do. Look at what you want to change and find the steps that you need to do to make it happen. How many D's did you... How many... D's and exams. I was a terrible university student. In high school, I was pretty good. In early CJEP, I was pretty good. But the thing is, once I started studying personal training, I started doing really well. In personal training, I didn't get any D's. I don't think I got less than a B. I bet this guy deletes his internet history at least once a day. You mean my YouTube? Wait, you think I look up creepy stuff on the internet and have stuff to hide because I'm atheist? So video gamer, I get you're probably rage baiting. But in case you're not and you're actually just a genuine douche, like, correct me if I'm wrong, if you're just really bad at rage baiting or just being a dick. Because if you're a dick, I'll get rid of you, and if you're just rage baiting and you're just not that funny, let me know so I don't ban you. Favorite shonen transformation? That's kind of hard. So you're just playing around, but you're also a dick. At least you're honest. The thing is, there's a lot of good transformations. Did I write that one down? Because I write down questions that are, like, really, really Han. Favorite character, tournament arc, saddest death, opening villain, organization, top 10. Do I have transformation? I don't think I wrote down my favorite transformation yet, so I'll get back to you on that one. I need money urgently. Okay, so fine. Okay, do you have any skills you could monetize? No, I'm not gay. Am I on a treadmill? Yes, I am. In Canada, is getting high school... Is getting a high school diploma a mandatory thing in life? You pretty much need it. You do need a high school diploma. Will you suffer without it? Yes. You do need a high school diploma. Life would be significantly harder if you didn't get one. You'll never get big if you're constantly banning haters or trolls. So Dildo, wow, that's a hell of a name. That sounds like a really awful way to do things. If you keep the haters and trolls because you're that desperate for views, you're a really weak and insecure person, and you're going to actually foster a horrible, toxic chat that's going to deter more people than you get. And you'd also be miserable dealing with that constantly. So no, I disagree with you very strongly. Well, that's a good way to do your cardio. This isn't cardio. I mean, yes, I'm walking, but this isn't challenging enough to get some sort of physical adaptation. So, like, look, year 5, fantastic writing, beautiful animations. I have zero complaints. But if I want to think about my favorite transformation across all of shonen that I've ever seen, I need to make sure that I know what I'm saying, and I need to like double check my facts. Thank you, Shadow. Can I help me? I cannot help you. I make this stream entertaining. I mean, not really. If you're enjoying yourself, that's fine. I'm walking on my servants. I can't afford servants. I also don't want servants. You train people at the gym? I do. I have a biology exam tomorrow. Study hard. Me not caring about other people's opinions makes me insecure and pathetic. So what? So like, here's the thing. You said to ignore, to like just allow the trolls and rage baiters to run free in chat. That's basically what you suggested, which is a horrible. That's really. If you're that desperate to have as many people in chat as possible, regardless of their behavior, then yeah, that tells me that you're kind of desperate and needy because you don't believe in your content and your ability to naturally attract people who want to be there and are going to respect you and the other people in chat. So yeah, that does tell me something about you. Is my mathematics good? Depends, because I haven't done math in decades. Well, decades. Since actually, yeah, it's getting close to 20 years since I've done a math class. So probably not that good anymore. Basic math, I'm pretty fast though. There's some weird people in the Twitch chat, sure, but I think these platforms are bigger, so I have more weirdos. Straight guy from a Richie movie. Who is my favorite Dragon Ball character? Either Piccolo or Vegeta. Probably Vegeta. Why did I name my channel Mighty Otaku? Very simple. I'm a fitness guy who loves anime. Mighty for the fitness stuff, Otaku for the anime stuff. Mighty Otaku. If it's against other chatters, I understand. I don't have a YouTube and you do. You're live right now, desperate for viewers. I'm not desperate for viewers. So like, do you hear yourself? You said, I don't have a YouTube and I do. So you know that I'm in this space and you're not. I'm live right now. Where am I showing desperation? Where am I showing any level of desperation when I'm willing to ban people for misbehaving? You work full time, so do I. I get paid to do this, you get paid to do what you do. So no one's coping, like I'm not coping, you're just very insecure. I'm bad at school math, but good at real life math. What kind of real life math? Like I'm good at gym math. Could I solve equations? Depends on the equations. If you ask me like algebraic equations with like A plus B equals like, I'm not very good at that kind of stuff. Could I, the Huz keeps blocking me on Instagram and reporting me. I haven't touched my Instagram the women on Instagram keep banning you. Well, you're probably doing weird stuff. You're probably doing weird stuff. Thoughts on Netflix, Baki? I mean, I don't really care. I'm not on Netflix and I'm not a Baki fan. Have I ever paid your mom back $100 yet? For what? So like, don't chase numbers, chase quality. Because if you constantly strive to do better at what you do, the views will happen. If you chase views, people are going to sense your desperation. You're not going to make content quite as good. But if you just do what you enjoy and try to make it better as you go, you're going to get the views you want. Why are people so mean in the chat? Here's the thing. I don't care. If people want to be mean, I don't care. It's not like they can't hurt me. They don't know what they're talking about. So what are you? So what got me into anime? I guarantee it's not what you're thinking. I literally turned on TV, and there it was. I literally just turned on TV. There was anime playing. I watched it. I liked it, and I just kept watching. Nothing got me into it. It was just there. Once I turn on the lights, it is getting kind of dark. So there we go. Have you ever Dragon Ball Z? Dragon Ball Z is fun. I have 2 DECs, one in psychology and one in fitness. Let's see. Do I enjoy Western animation as much as Eastern? I enjoy them both. I'm an enthusiast for both, whether it's Teen Titans, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Dexter's Lab, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Justice League Unlimited, Hamtaro. Was Hamtaro Western? I think Hamtaro was Western. Was Hamtaro? Anyways, I enjoy both very much. How you doing, welfare? Let's see. You look tired? No, I always have bags under my eyes. It's just like they're just there now. Which one do you like more, YouTube or anime? Anime. Why are you skipping my demon messages? I mean, if they look spammy, I tend to ignore them. Thoughts on people who are way too much into fitness and also and don't read at all. So the thing is, depends what you mean, because a lot of people who are really into fitness are also very deep into the literature of fitness. So can you be more specific? If you mean lunkheads who basically are really, really strong and athletic but are intellectually kind of dumb, well, that's unfortunate. Have I seen KOTOR Lives Alone? I have not. My majors, I already answered that question twice. Is having an AI girlfriend okay? No, it's not. We already answered that in Twitch yesterday. Favorite superhero? If we're talking Marvel, DC, then Spider-Man's in the conversation. To give you an idea, I would say it's mostly between Spider-Man, Iron Man. Let's throw one in from DC. If I'm picking DC, I'm going with the Flash. If we're going with DC, then I'm picking the Flash. But I think from Marvel, I'm torn between Spider-Man and Iron Man. Why is it not okay for him to have an AI girlfriend? We went over this in detail yesterday. I don't want to repeat the whole lecture, but pretty much, I'll try and summarize the main point. If you have reached the point where you cannot function socially, to the point where you cannot interact with women on a normal basis and develop a in-person relationship with an actual with a living person, then your social skills and confidence and you have degraded to the point where you are struggling to function in day-to-day society, and that needs to be addressed. You are not able to function as a member of society. Will you please repeat it once more? Your major, psychology and fitness. Can you show us my favorite anime opening? I can't show it to you, but you can look it up. It's Period of Chemistry. Full Metal Alchemist, I think it's opening 5. I eat demons for dinner. Okay. Hot dogs or chicken and rice? Chicken and rice. Why'd you say never mind, Brendo? Why'd you say never mind? Would you try... No, I would not. People are marrying their chatbots. I mean, I've seen it happen. Do I have autism? Yes. Rude way to ask it, but yes. Bro, it's 4 at night in my country. It's also 4:30 here, so fair enough. I am autistic. Where am I from? Canada. My questions, bro. Don't worry about your questions. I want people to ask questions, even though you're the only one there. You're the only... Damn, TikTok is quiet now. Well, then again, TikTok has even told me that the best time to stream on here is between 10 and 2, so it makes sense. It's 10:25? Damn. What if they are traumatized by evil women? So the thing is, women aren't evil, okay? People can be evil, yes. Can you have trauma? Absolutely. If you have trauma to deal with, go to therapy. I encourage therapy for all sorts of reasons. I have a long face, I just have a big head. Humans don't even take demons, devils, and angels seriously. Of course, why would I take fictional beings seriously? Are you part of the tiny meat... What? I just danced on a teddy bear. Okay, it's Series. Okay, Series is just being weird. I'm going to propose to my girlfriend. Video gamer mad he can't handle... What is with chat, man? Rush is my favorite band. I actually don't listen to Rush, but I'm not opposed to listening to Rush. This is sad. I'm the only one. Yeah, it is. I mean, YouTube is busy enough. I don't really worry. I don't really worry if it's empty or not. I asked for my favorite painting. Oh, painting. Sorry, favorite painting. Wait. Can you guys see it? That one. It's that one. Sorry, I misread your question. My bad. Chad is turning into cursed magic? Yes, I agree. What if they don't have money for therapy? Have a supportive social network, friends, family. There's places to get help. A lot of countries and states have independent resources where you can apply for help. It sometimes takes a while to get it depending on where you are. But if you're really struggling with something, if you're struggling that hard, then yeah, you need help. Crying, laughing from what? Earn money from what? Who are you talking to? I'm back, so you know what time it is? I don't. Yeah, it's 4:30. Do you know that the person who was killed in Canada because of his live stream while he was at home? I have no idea who that is. Also, no one's breaking into my apartment. Why is the American healthcare system so bad? All I'm gonna say is it's decided by who you guys vote for. So be careful with who you vote for. What desk do I have? I have a rising desk from IKEA. Why is everyone treating him as a therapist? Yeah, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a therapist. I'd be a terrible therapist. Do I own a gun? No. Gun laws are pretty strict in Canada. I could potentially get one, but it would be a process. I also just don't care for guns that much. I do have an expired, an expended shotgun shell in my safety safety case, just because it was from a trip I went on. It was a fun time. I'm not ignoring you, Jeffy. Our air guns are as good as air guns are a good alternative. I've used a few. You'll be back tomorrow. See you tomorrow. I know you see me. I mean, I see you now. Yes. You're right. You're right there. American breathing. Evidence of what? What are you talking about? Not a fan of horror? It's not that I'm not a fan of horror. If you're asking about movies, I just don't really watch horror. I don't go out of my way for it. Some people get so bad luck with will therapy go and help in an extreme case? I mean, therapy can be a good idea for a lot of people. And if you don't get along with your therapist, it's okay to find another one. But a lot of people need it. Thank you for there's Axolotl. Thank you, Axolotl. He's not a therapist, but at least he's changing my views on I mean, yeah, I'm definitely not a therapist. If I influence people's opinions, hopefully it's in a good way. I know what you did last summer. Oh, I haven't seen that movie. I know what it is, I just haven't seen that movie. The only horror this guy gets scared of is talking to women that are not AI. Are you talking to me? Because half my friends are women. I know it's random, but what's your favorite bad word? I like all of them. Except for the ones that will get me banned, I won't use those ones. Are you interested in language in any way, shape, or form? It's more like I have an appreciation for language, more than a love of learning language. Is your roommate home? I mean, both of them are home. Are you packing an 11... Jeffy, I'm not going to say it. Sorry, Jeffy, you're banned. You need to go back to school? To school? Why would I go back to school? I finished school years ago. Can you pronounce my name? MP? Do I hate sleeping? No, I like sleeping. Have I watched Overlord? Yes, I've seen all of it. If so, how did I like it? I liked... The first seasons are better than the latter. So, like, the earlier on it is, the better, the later on it is. It's not quite as strong. Can we meet one of them? No. Sorry, my roommates like their privacy. Don't ban me, senpai. Too late, you're gone. Hope you have a great day. See you later, Crispy. How much time do we have left anyway? Oh, damn, we're almost done. Say 5 more minutes before I call it. Hope you have a great day. I meant med school. Oh, med school. Why would I go to med school? I mean, one of my best friends is a doctor. He works in the hospital close by to here. So, I have him. Have you ever thought about YouTube colliding with other streamers? I mean, doing like a collab stream? I've done it. I've done it. You just if you haven't seen it, you just haven't been around long enough. I've had co-streamers. I've had guests in the past. I've had how many? I've had Eden. I've had Bunbatos. I've had egg rolls. I've had like probably around 5 guests in total. Rate 1 to 10. Slime Reincarnation. Well, seasons 1 and 2 are really good. Seasons 1 and 2 are really, really good. Like probably 8, 9. But season 3 was okay. Season 3 was not that strong. Kind of drags it down a bit. You're my favorite streamer. I appreciate that, Salam. I appreciate hearing your viewpoints, brother. I know you don't believe it. I mean, yeah. Look, I know from you that's a compliment, and I appreciate that. So what kid stream is this? What? This isn't a kid stream. I mean, there's kids in the stream sometimes. Don't say God bless. I'm not going to back away. I respect people's different belief systems. You said you don't care about most things. Does that mean you don't care about the way you dress? I mean, I just make sure that I'm comfortable and like I'm clean. I'm reasonably dressed. Like I don't pay attention to fashion trends. My colors may not always match. I know I sometimes might look like not perfect. I pay enough attention that I pass, but not so well that I'm like turning heads. Is 13 a kid? 13's a kid. I mean, teenagers are children. Teenagers are kids. Spent 200 euros on games yesterday, feel guilty? I mean, look, you should only feel guilty if you spent more money than you reasonably could have. Like, if you went over budget and now you can't manage your expenses, that's one thing. But if you had the money set aside for it, then that's fine. He wears the same pair of... Yeah, exactly. This is not a kiss stream, this is a meat review. What the hell, Jeffy? Do you think they should stop at season 1 of SAO? The thing is, SAO was very, very poorly adapted from the manga, or from the light novel. So, most people who were originally fans of the SAO series before the anime came out were not happy with it. I did not read it, and I wasn't a huge fan of the anime. So, I would feel like if you weren't going to do it right, you should have just stopped it. You shouldn't have done it. All these people and won't even let me join been a fan for months. Yeah, I'm not going to let people who I don't know or troll join the live. Are Canadian dollars the same as US dollars? No. They are literally different currency and they are worth different amounts. What do you think you'll be doing as an old man after retiring? I mean, technically, here's the thing. Let's say through magic, I just came into a ton of money right now, enough that I could retire. Right now. I wouldn't stop doing what I'm doing, I just might do it less. I'd probably spend more time traveling, going on trips with my friends, doing charity events. I'm actually planning a few charity events in the next few months. But that aside, I wouldn't stop doing this entirely. Ketchup or ranch? On what? Depends on what it's going on. Can I do a public live stream where it is... Okay, so the only reason I do this setup is because I want to dual stream. It's better for my platform if I dual stream. I can't do that from one device. So if I go out in public and do a different kind of stream, it's usually on one platform. We're going to Japan in 2 years. That's probably going to be my big one. What food do I eat the most? Currently pork chops and vegetables. Like mixed vegetables. Whatever food I choose. So here's the thing. If I'm choosing something like French fries, I'll probably go with... I might go with ranch or ketchup. If it's a burger, I just go with ketchup. Yeah, you know what? If it's fries, I'll go either or. But if it's like a burger, I'm gonna stick with ketchup. Favorite Naruto opening? I forgot the name of it. I could tell you what it looks like. The opening from Naruto that I like the most was these giant floating square. I think they were candles. And Naruto's running up this like floating staircase. It was during the war arc of Shippuden. Are you introverted? I'm selective with people. It's not that socializing drains my battery. It's that I'm picky with the people I socialize with. And if you're the right people, you actually fill my battery up. Why are you not reading my stuff, Senpai? If it's creepy, I'll ignore it. If it's normal, I'll read it. Public eating food vlog. The thing is, the only time I go out to eat is when I'm with my friends. And if I'm with my friends, then it's not content time. It's me and my friends' time. I may do content, but if I'm with my friends, camera goes away, it's time for me to just live my life. I can only talk to people for about 20 minutes before I burn out. You know what? I feel like if you're with the right people, you'll be able to go for longer. If you're with the wrong people, you can burn out pretty quick. I'm 5'9". Do I do workout streams? I used to do workout streams, but here's the thing. If I do workout streams on this on this channel, most people don't follow me for fitness stuff. So it doesn't really grab people. They just leave. So it doesn't do well. If I did fitness content, it would have to be on a different platform. You know any good dark fantasy? You can go with... Here, I'll give you a couple. I'll give you Parasite the Maxim. It's not super dark, but it's a great series in general. You could go with Berserk, which you've probably already heard of. I would imagine. You could go with Gakko Gurashi, which is about a bunch of girls during a zombie apocalypse. It is not fan servicey. It makes you think it's cute and wholesome, and then it's not. Or you could go with Madoka Magica. Do you have another channel for fitness? I did a long time ago. I let it die just because I didn't have time to manage both channels. I will be starting another channel for just the Twitch uploads in a few days. If I did start the only way I would bother to start up a fitness channel again is if there was enough people who said, we want to see that content from you. I would need to see at least like a few hundred people say, we want the content. Have I rejected any girls? Yes. You are the only streamer that doesn't hide behind a mask or lie. I mean, I feel like lying is what does that even do? Have you been on Mind Girl Like a Drug? Do 20 push-ups? 20 push-ups is easy. Also, you wouldn't be able to see it. Because the camera's locked in place, my floor is like down here, you wouldn't see it. But 20 is easy. Bleacher Hunter. Do I prefer FMA 2003 or Brotherhood? I never finished the original. I've only seen Brotherhood to completion multiple times, so I'm biased. You know any good dark fantasy? I already answered that one. Why aren't you interested in relationship? Here's the thing. I just don't care. It's not that I'm fine. It's not that I think it's bad. It's not that I think it's not worth it. I'm good. I'm just content. I'm good. Recommend Berserk to kids is a crime? Not really. My favorite show at 3 years old, America's Most Wanted. I couldn't find your gaming channel. Mind posting. You mean on Twitch? It should be pinned. Yeah, I can see it's pinned. If you go, it's pinned in the chat. Twitch, my taco on Twitch. I appreciate that you read comments. I try to read as many as I can. Let's start calling Snyder Superman Snyderman. Snyderman. So will you grow old without a wife? Probably. That's the current plan. I think a fitness nutrition channel could pop off. Here's the thing. I know it could. But right now, here's an example of what my schedule looks like, right? I'm up between 5 and 6 a.m. I grab my snack, I go to the gym first thing. I'm at the gym by 6:30. I get my training done first thing, come back here, make breakfast. I hop onto my first live stream. Today was postponed, don't worry about it. I do my first live stream, take a break, get some food in me, and then I will watch any new anime that came out so I stay up to date on stuff. Once that's done, I hop on to Twitch. Then I have my Twitch live stream for a couple of hours, and after that, I make my TikToks for my videos for tomorrow, and then I make dinner and I go to bed. So to fit in another channel on top of everything that I'm doing, it would have to really be worth it for me. Worst romance I've ever seen? It would be one of the girlfriend, rent a girlfriend, 100 girlfriends, one of those. Do you take other stuff than food? You mean supplements? Creatine? The YouTube gaming channel. It hasn't started yet. The gaming channel has not started yet. Would you recommend 17-year-old male to go to the gym if they had? Yes. I would recommend anybody, any age. Well, there's context with the age, but 17, absolutely go to the gym. To have some form of physical activity that you enjoy. Not everyone's going to be a gym person, and I respect that. But would it be a good idea? Yes. Should I change my profile pic to a different picture of my dog? I mean, I can hardly see your picture. I can barely make out the dog. So I can't see it that clearly. If you want to, go ahead. I'm reading the Slime Reincarnation manga, so I haven't read it. But I've heard good things about the light novel. Read comments? Bye, this guy never reads comments? You're right, I never read your comments. Did I miss anything? Because we have to go soon. Do you take other stuff? Not the Twitch. Okay, I think I caught all the comments. Johan Johan from Monster. I haven't finished Monster yet, but so far he's 9-10. I don't feel like working out because my life is already over. Shadow. I really hope you're just being I just hope you're joking, because if you're this stressed out over your height, you're thinking about this all wrong. Your brain functions better with muscular activity. It's true, it does. You're true. You're correct. Physical exercise does improve brain function 100%. What do you make of articles highlighting presence of lead in protein supplements? You have to look at the quantity. Yes, can lead be found in protein supplements? Sure. Are you aware of how little it is and how much you would need to consume to have any kind of side effects from the lead? You'd have to consume far beyond the normal range. Far beyond. Gotta go. See you later, Devilish. It's all in your mind. I mean, really, it is. It's how you carry yourself. Best anime from every category, like romance, sports. So I can't do every category, so I'll do 4 categories. I'll do romance, Snow White with red hair. I'll do mecha, Bravern or Iron-Blooded Orphans, depending if you want more of a comedy or an action. For for mystery, I will go with I'll go with Monster. For what's one more? Sports, Ippo. Shadow can only affect you if you let it. Exactly. No, you're not. Shadow, you really need to stop with stop it. What is the worst race? In what series? You can only lose when you surround. Exactly, you only lose when you surround. I mean, in this context, yes. I don't see a point in. Okay, Shadow, I can only assume you're just making dark humor jokes at this point. I actually cannot tell if you're just like. I can't tell if you're joking or not. You're wrapping up very soon. I'll answer the last few comments because we've been live for over 2 hours, and I need to make dinner. Actually, I need to order dinner because actually it's still early. I'll grab a snack and then order dinner. Do you think they'll do an hour episode of MHA for the last episode? I don't know. I don't think they will, but I'd be happy if they did. Sure, why not? The articles are warning of high amounts though. So like they're not. Instead of reading generic research articles that aren't actually documented, you can actually go look up peer-reviewed articles. You can go look up peer-reviewed studies that have analyzed the various products and powders. You can look up the data yourself. Go see for yourself. It's fine. I don't think you should be having like 10 protein shakes a day. If you want to have it, like if you had one scoop a day, one shake a day, or even 2 shakes a day, you're fine. Just don't have like half a container. You have it so much better than many people. Women. Okay, so Shadow, who cares? Like I'm not trying to put you down. Who cares? Like if you are confident and you take care of yourself, and you like if you are a good person with a good personality, and you're fun and interesting, and you're genuinely kind, you're fine. Your height doesn't matter. One of my best friends, he's 5'7". He's 5'7", your height. And guess what? He's dated nothing but models and professional bodybuilders. Every woman he's dated, models and professional bodybuilders. Your height does not mean jack shit. In fact, most women who are drawn to super tall guys, and that's the only thing going for them is, oh, I'm tall. And that's it, they lose interest right away. Your height doesn't mean anything. 1 on 10 Berserk for the manga or the anime, and which anime? Going live tomorrow, you can count on it. Do you think there'll be, okay, I already answered that one. If we're talking the 97 Berserk anime, then probably like 8.5. It's been a long time. 8.5? I think 8.5 might be fair. The rest of them not so good. The manga, I haven't read it myself in depth, so I can't fairly rate it, but it looks like a 10. Shiny, you aren't even sure. Yeah, dude, your height really doesn't matter. Your height doesn't matter. 5'7" really not that short. It's not. Like one of my best friends who lives a few blocks away from me, he's living with his girlfriend. He's like 5'4". Who's this stream? Wait, what is the stream about? Most of the stream is just talking about anime, getting people into different series, seeing what people are into. We talk about video games and occasionally some gym stuff, just because that's kind of my thing. Fairy Tail, great series. It has ups and downs, good arcs and bad arcs. 100 Year Quest was a disaster, but overall good series for sure. You stop, yeah, because we're going to wrap up in 2 minutes. I've extended the stream a little bit, but I'm going to answer the last little bit. I have a friend who's 5'2", and he is the most... Yeah, exactly. You can be an awesome person and be like 5'2". Perfectly fine. Everyone around me is tall. So who cares if people are... Shadow, smack yourself outside the head. You're exhausting me. No one cares about your height. Everyone in chat is telling you you're fine. People are telling you their friends are doing... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't know who beat this into your head that your height actually matters. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's worthless. Just be a decent human being. My goodness. Stop tearing yourself down for 5 seconds. Give yourself a break. You just have to... Dude. Give yourself a break. Your height is not something you can control. You can control the kind of life you live and the kind of person you are. You can be a tall douchebag. Doesn't make you any better because you're tall. Be a short king. Be a genuine short king. My God. Okay. Are we going to wrap up soon? Any last comments before we call it? Because I do want to look at dinner. My friend is 5'1". Exactly. Height doesn't matter. Exactly. Yeah, we're going to start calling it. I generally would reincarnate. No, you would not. Shadow, give it. Shadow. If I ever see you in person, I'm knocking you upside the head with a shovel until it goes through your head. Your height doesn't matter. Stop it. Stop it. Your height doesn't matter. Okay. Shall we call it, guys? Okay. So the plan is, assuming we don't have another power failure tomorrow. Assuming we don't have a power failure tomorrow, because hopefully it's just today. Tomorrow's stream schedule will be normal. I don't condone violence. I do condone violence. So tomorrow's stream will be normal. We'll be live around 9, 10 a.m. here. And then we'll have our usual Twitch stream after that, probably around 2-ish or something. I'll post in the Discord when I'm going live on Twitch. Let me tell you a joke. Okay, if it's quick. If the joke is quick, because I'm wrapping things up. TikTok is kind of done, so I'm going to close up on I'll close up on TikTok and then head off on YouTube. See you later, guys. Okay. You almost done with your joke, Aileen? Because I gotta go. I'll wait 10 seconds. He gives better advice than my actual therapist. Don't rely on me for therapy, because I'm not a therapist. If you laughed, you'd have to. If I laughed, I have to dance. Okay, so I'm not. I mean, I can't dance. I can't. I physically cannot dance. So we're both going to be disappointed here because I'm not laughing and you're not, and I'm not dancing. I guess I'm I'm not counterproductive to a therapist. I'm just not a good therapist. Actually, I'll plug in my cousin because my cousin is a licensed therapist. My cousin is a licensed therapist for those who might need her. She's actually very good. Once a man radio got broke and he opened it up and saw a dead ant. He said the reporter is gone. Was that supposed to make me laugh? Okay, I guess we're calling it, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. See you then. We're calling it. Thank you, guys.